Week 3 of the NFL preseason quickly coming to a close. Two more games on tap today, one of which I'm going to be breaking down for you and giving you as a free selection in just a moment. That the early game between San Francisco and San Diego at the 49ers' new injury-riddled field. I'll talk more about that and tell you what's up there in just a second. Plus, of course, the nighttime, primetime game, nationally televised between Cincinnati and Arizona. That's going to be my best bet as I go for a fourth consecutive football winner over the past 4 days. And again, week 3 of the preseason is the closest thing you're going to come to real football action during the month of August from the pros. Week 4, nobody plays, nobody should go, nobody should watch the games. They're just meant to rip off paying customers of their hard-earned bucks that are forced to buy those meaningless preseason week 4 tickets as part of their season ticket plans. But here in week number 3, it's pretty much gone as I told you it would. Most of the coaches are going to play their starters at least the first half, some into the third quarter, in fact. You have a little more game planning, although many coaches are still running vanilla offenses. Many of the defensive coordinators still aren't putting in all the twists in their defensive packages, their blitz packages, etc., because they want to have a little advantage week number 1 of the regular season because nobody has tape of what you're going to be doing. Yesterday, of course, it was a great day here on the site for the various handicappers, and none had a bigger day than Jeff Benton, who yesterday had his first ever 200 dime release. And I think I'm speaking for Jeff when I'm telling you that game, St. Louis and Philadelphia, had to give you agita because the Cardinals finally prevailed 6-5 in 12 innings last night, making Jeff a winner, making you a winner, and more importantly, you got his first ever 200 dime play from the hottest handicapper at this site as the half price play of the day. Now, maybe you thought that was crazy that I chose the hottest handicapper at the site to give you his play at half price. But again, guys, I don't know how many times I can tell you this over the years. I've just always believed that you never had to pay big money to win big money. And Jeff has certainly proven that fact because that was the 17th discounted winner you've gotten from him over the past month. 17 of them over the past month. And this is from a guy who's won 21 of the last 26 days. And FYI, another discounted play from Jeff Benton today. 50 dime winner number 12 out of 14 is NL Total Lock, Giants and Nationals. By the way, $10 bettors only up $19,200 since April. You get it today and save a big amount of money as well in the process, as you get it for just $14, saving $85 off the regular price by using Jeff14 as your coupon code. Now, the half price play of the day for Sunday, I'm turning to Craig Davis. Now, those of you know Craig Davis. Those of you that aren't aware of him, let me give you a quick introduction. This is a guy who excels in football, college and pro, has been a long-term winner since he was added to this site about 7 seasons ago. This is a guy who used to be president of fantasyfootball.com. So trust me when I tell you, he knows football inside and out. It's his business, not just as a handicapper, but as a fantasy league expert. Today, he's going for winning day number 9 out of 13. It's his 50-time NFL winner number 4 out of 5. It's your late game, the Bengals-Cardinals side. He had a 50-dime winner last night on the Dolphins. Whew, God help you if you watch that game. My God, you talk about a snooze fest. Had the Dolphins last night as a 50-dime winner. You had a 50-dime winner on the Eagles on Thursday. You get it for half price by using coupon code HALF, H-A-L-F. Little heads up for you out there. Anthony Redd, who last year, the entire NFL season, his best bet was an 80-dime release. He has his 80-dime preseason game of the year on the same contest tonight. He is on the opposite side of Craig Davis. So, just wanted to let you know that. Also, Gabriel DuPont, perfect 2-0 sweep with his totals so far this weekend in the NFL. 40-dime winner, Jets, Giants over. You got it at the 777 triple play on Friday night. Yesterday, 50-dime winner, Bills, Bucks under. You got it again for 777. Today, he raises the bar, going for winning day number 11 out of 16. 60-dime NFL preseason total of the year, Chargers 49ers over under. You get it for $9, saving $80 in the process using coupon code GABE9, GABE9, G-A-B-E, and the number 9. And finally, the charity play of the week going today. It is going to be Scott Delaney, who is going for winning day number 10 out of 14. He's already made $10 bettors, a little over $3,200 the past 13 days. Pitching intangible lock of the year, Dodgers and Mets. Goes at 4:10 Eastern Time. Regular price is $79. You get it for free by using coupon code FREE, FREE. Remember, quid pro quo. If the charity play wins, I will then ask you tomorrow to make a donation to a family, an individual, somebody in times of financial or medical distress that can use our assistance. The charity program of the week is something that I started over 2.5 years ago, and in that time, you guys out there have easily contributed, I don't know, $350,000 easily. I've given away over $5 million worth of retail plays in that time, because without your assistance, this program doesn't work. So let's look for a winner today, and you get that play for free from Scott Delaney. Once again, the coupon code is free. All the other coupons, etc., are on the homepage. If you ever have any questions, you can always contact customer service. Let's see, anybody else I want to tell you about? Nope. Let's talk football. Keeping in mind what I said at the outset of this report, that week number 3 is really the only indicator you have of what's really perhaps to come in terms of regular season play. There's some good and some disturbing trends. And just quickly, let me just review the games that we've already had and some of the significant ups and downs for players and teams so far. I mean, we saw on Thursday night that Philadelphia, Chip Kelly, still not unwrapping all the little bells and whistles of his offense. I guarantee you Chip Kelly has some surprises for you. Still running pretty much a vanilla game plan, and you saw what the Eagles did with all their weapons against Pittsburgh. But how bad is Pittsburgh offensively? I mean, they're going to that up-tempo attack, a no-huddle attack. Is it working? I don't think so. Scoreless in the first half with Big Ben out there. How about the Jacksonville-Detroit game? I mean, are the Lions going to ever score any points? Jesus. I mean, it was a 7-6 first half game, playing at home with Calvin Johnson in the lineup, with Matthew Stafford at quarterback, with Reggie Bush reeling off a 98-yard touchdown run. And Jacksonville, I mean, listen, guys, you spent the big pick on Blake Bortles. He's more than earned the starting job. If you think there's any benefit in sitting him at the outset of the season to build his confidence or let him learn more behind Chad Henne, hey, to each their own. But anyway, moving on, Giants and Jets. Watch that game on Friday night. Oh, my goodness. The Giants couldn't score last year. Have you seen anything to give you an idea that the Giants are going to be able to score this year? Big Blue just absolutely miserable on offense. I mean, 7 points in the first quarter, and that was basically on a last 2 minutes of the first half. Eli Manning driving his team like 91 yards in a couple of minutes with a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, the Jets, pretty good defensively. I still don't know. Geno Smith, yeah, he's looked good in the preseason, but my God, you know the deal with Geno Smith. He may have a great 2 quarters and then blow you out with a bad third. So who knows what goes on there. Chicago and Seattle, I don't read a lot into the Bears getting walloped at Seattle. Geez, like who hasn't lost at Seattle in the last couple of years by a decisive margin with the Seahawks defense playing so well? Jay Cutler didn't play that poorly, but just keep in mind, Matt Forte only had 3 carries in the contest for like 17 yards. Oh, I think if this was a real game, Matt Forte might be getting 25 carries in that one. So, again, don't put too much into that particular final score. Yesterday, I was really surprised with how well Tampa played. Lovie Smith's team, going with the veteran quarterback with Josh McCown there, who they signed through free agency, really moved the ball effectively, 24 first-half points, and the defense shut out Buffalo. A lot is expected of the Bills this year. I mean, you got some talented running backs with C.J. Spiller and Fred Jackson, and you got E.J. Manuel in his second season, but they didn't do squat offensively. Again, big goose eggs in the first and second quarter yesterday, playing at home against Tampa. Move the damn team to Toronto. Get it over with. New Orleans and Indianapolis. Geez. Colts, what happened? I mean, it was the only pick that I lost yesterday, as I also went 2-1 with my free picks yesterday. Colts outscored 20-10 at home in the first half by Drew Brees playing and seeing his only preseason action in the first half of that contest by the visiting Saints. St. Louis looked every bit as good as advertised on defense yesterday in holding the Cleveland Browns to 14 points. But then again, it is the Cleveland Browns. I mean, the Cleveland Browns, who had a whopping 7 points in the first half in that game, the Cleveland Browns who still aren't have anything going offensively. But Sam Bradford, cross your fingers, you're riding Sam Bradford, and you realize the guy that started 9 games for the the Rams last year when Bradford went out with the torn ACL, Kellen Clemens is now backing up the San Diego Chargers, Phillip Rivers now, okay? Got hurt yesterday. They say it's not the devastating injury, but he definitely did something to his knee. Boy, oh boy, you got to have your fingers crossed if you're a St. Louis fan, all 14 of you out there today. Carolina and New England, wow. Panthers weren't ready for prime time, getting beaten up at New England 30-7. Although, look, let's be honest, only 13 first-half points for the Patriots in that game. Of course, none for the Panthers in the first half of that contest. And again, you're looking at the first-half results, which are so important. That's why I've given you back-to-back first-half plays. Packers on Friday night, Denver yesterday. Speaking of the Packers, looked pretty damn efficient in taking a 22-7 halftime lead against Oakland, playing at home on Friday evening. The Raiders, Matt Schaub, it's going to be a long season, Silver and Black fans. That's all I've got to say. Dallas and Miami played a football game last night. For the 17 people out there that actually attended the contest and did not fall asleep, congratulations going out to all you. You should definitely win a free trip to Vegas. What a snooze fest, 6-3 at halftime. Now, that was a good deal with Dallas getting a point and a half in the first half of that contest and winning it 6-3 in the first half because Brian Rosica cashed in with a 59 play yesterday on the Cowboys. Other than that, I mean, Miami put 14 points on in the fourth quarter. Dallas defense played better, but then again, Miami has no offense. The Dallas offense didn't do squat. Washington, Baltimore. Oh boy, another one of those miserable games for our RG3 yesterday. You go 5 for 8 for 20 yards, and then you let Kirk Cousins come off the bench and complete 14-20 for 152 yards, and you'll know why they are clamoring perhaps for RG3 to take a seat in Washington and let Kirk Cousins come in and be the quarterback. Ain't going to happen. But, they're thinking about it, the fans at least. Kansas City and Minnesota. Boy, Alex Smith and the Chiefs' offense just looked awful. Listen, Jamal Charles didn't play, so I understand. But you get shellacked 30-12 at home by the Minnesota Vikings with your former quarterback, Matt Castle, quarterbacking them. You get outplayed in the first half 20-5 at home in the first half. You got some issues. And finally, Denver and Houston. Denver, of course, was my first half play last night, and Peyton Manning did exactly as advertised. He got the job done, a very crisp, efficient first half. I was laying 6 points in the first half of that game, and Denver won the first half 17-7. And as I told you, I had absolutely no faith that once Peyton took a seat, that the Broncos would be able to sustain things with Brock Osweiler at the helm. And they ended up losing the game outright, 18-7, laying the 7. So once again, that's why first half plays are so important in week number 3 of the NFL preseason, maybe more so than any other time for the entire year. It's this week of preseason action. So anyway, that's a rundown. Let's get to your game that's going to be the free pick here tonight. And I'm going to take a look at your contest here between San Diego and San Francisco. Now, the 49ers' biggest issue in this particular contest is the fact that their brand new field, Levi Stadium, if you can look it up on YouTube, you can see some pictures of it too at SF Gate, which is the San Francisco Chronicle newspaper site. They're basically taking out the whole center section of the field and resodding it because Wednesday, after just one football game at the stadium, Wednesday, the 49ers and Harbaugh had to stop practice because a couple players were injured, falling and slipping on the natural turf. So they are resodding or have resodded since Wednesday the entire center section of the field, 100 yards. Okay, the entire length of the field from the end zone to the end zone line, right? 100 yards right down the middle. Man, oh man. I mean, it's not like you're just throwing a new piece of AstroTurf out there. You got to make sure the sod, it'll be very interesting. You got to make sure the sod, of course, takes firm hold. You got to make sure that the players have good footing. It'll be interesting, as I said, to see how these players respond today on that new midsection of the turf. Listen, for the 49ers, it couldn't possibly have gone worse the past 2 weeks because 2 weeks ago they got outplayed 23-3 in a loss to the Ravens, and then last week they got crushed 34-0 at home by Peyton Manning and the Broncos. Starters probably going to play the first half in this contest. Colin Kaepernick has really seen no action in this preseason, just attempting 10 passes so far. Frank Gore, very limited action today for the 49ers. They know what they have there. Blaine Gabbert, doesn't that strike fear in your heart, is going to be the first guy off the bench for the 49ers. Right now, he has a tenuous hold on the number 2 spot, backing up Kaepernick, despite the fact that his quarterback passing rating in the first 2 games of the preseason is a thundering 17.9. 17.9. 11 for 25, a whopping 60 yards and 2 interceptions in 2 games. Yeah, you want to have your money on Blaine Gabbert today, don't you? As for the Chargers, they got crushed by Seattle last week. Gee, join the crowd. What a surprise there. Getting beaten up 41-14 on the Seahawks home turf. In this game here today, you're getting San Diego plus 6.5 points. I like the quarterback rotation for San Diego. I think they have more veteran experience. I think this is a game that the 49ers may come out and play a little bit of their A game in the first half, but I would rather look at the game in its entirety and grab the points with the Chargers. Again, I'm getting 6.5 points here. Now, listen, if you get 6.5 and you want to play it, I'm buying up to 7. You know what I mean? I think that's just imperative that you do so. Again, I'm going to go with San Diego plus the points. That's going to be a free pick. Hit 2 out of 3 free picks in the NFL yesterday, and a perfect 3-0 sweep since Thursday with my premium plays all on preseason play. So that'll do it, guys. Best of luck. We've got college football coming up here in, just a couple of days. We'll be talking college football until next June, I think. I'll take it easy, guys, and I will catch you again on Monday morning.